blood!
The coolest.
Cool. Welcome to the Loon Attic.
Hi.
I want to do a legit. Can we do a legit episode? I didn't preface this before we started the episode, but I'd like to do
Alright, I don't have a choice in it. It's not like I have agency in my life.
I mean, we don't have to do the legit episode.
No. You're my boss. You're my boss.
No, I'm not your boss. Like we're a joint Let's Play venture. Like we're like I don't like I won't be the managerial guy. I'm like we can have more say in these things. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm shitty at I know I'm like a dick when we do these things. I'm like, why are you not here on time? We need to record videos. My life is in pieces, and I think it's other people's fault. And then,
why did you have the right console?
Yeah, the reason we're playing Kirby at the moment is because Alistair stole the Switch, and
I willingly gave him the Switch and every bit of it for a New Year's stream.
Yeah, like we did like fucking like pickups for an episode of Mario Odyssey, and now Alistair just has it in his house and didn't give it back.
I didn't really ask for it back either, so...
Yeah, no, like this is me being a shitty fucking planner and like a terrible line producer, so it's like, I mean that... Anyway, so like, the weird legit episode of Kirby's Adventure. Okay. Like, so, yeah, we were actually talking about sort of parasocial interaction, like particularly in like the fandom world.
Yeah.
At the end of the last episode, and like, sort of in between episodes really. And like, this is something that I don't really talk about because I've been like a piece of shit parasocial interactor in like so many capacities, and that's like something I don't really acknowledge in my real life or on my like fucking bullshit YouTube endeavor. But like, I mean, there's so many times where I've like one or two really egregious. Like I don't go on Newgrounds.com, not because the community aren't amazing and beautiful people, but because I was a piece of shit on Newgrounds.com, like just the worst person on Newgrounds.com a couple of years ago, and I just haven't been I speak to like one person from that.
Fresh receipts.
Fresh receipts. Yeah. I don't know. It's something where it's like because parasocial interact it's like there's this the online community is weird because it's sort of all on screen and shit. It's like there's like no very little to no sort of like distance between like audience and creator, and so there was a time in my life where I was a piece of shit on the internet to a member of Game Grumps, and it like without even realizing it, and it was like the most fucking embarrassing.
Oh god.
Yeah, like I don't know if I've even broached this story ever, and like I'm not.
This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Yeah, and this is like December of last year or like 2 years ago now, and it was like completely destroyed me as a fundamental human being. And it got even worse. It got so much worse, and like I'm absolutely responsible for all of this because like essentially just like when like you
go on air that dirty laundry, yo.
I mean like I don't know if I can be the actual story because it's like I don't know, it's like something where it's like I'm like still like mortified with myself about it, but yeah, like just sort of like those things of like you kind of like you watch content on the internet or you like communicate with like you like follow somebody say on Twitter, and like the level of sort of like response, like creative response becomes like there was definitely a point where I realized the lens sort of gazes back, and as an online creator you make comics and you do shit on the internet, people can see that you have an expectation that like as somebody who's not like viral or anything that you don't have any impact, and then you realize everybody's just fucking existing here, man, like just deal, and it's like a crucial sort of thing to have that like the lens exists, and like you're part of it, you are the lens to somebody else, and like I don't know, there's something like really sort of like fundamentally important about that, particularly when we're all like in the same big like fish pond, and we're all like
we're in the fish pond of life.
Yeah, like I mean like
and Twitter.
Well, like
but more like the birdhouse of Twitter. It's like a bird mansion.
Yeah, Twitter's fucking weird, man. Like fucking zebras and shit. But like I don't know. It's one of those really weird things, and sort of my response to it was sort of just sort of like fucking like cut myself off from like the rest of the world and just be really fucking miserable and sober for like a year of my life, and still doing that sort of. But like it's one of those things where it's like I don't know. It's an interesting and important sort of discussion to have, like the role of like parasocialism in sort of media.
Can you like define the term parasocial a bit more?
Parasocial is it's an interaction that you have with somebody that's one side, like on the basis of like say like fan to like content creator. So like a parasocial interaction is like being at a concert and being like, "Woo! I love you, Connie, you're the best, and like, I don't even know you. What the fuck? Like that's like a parasocial interaction.
Right,
There's a great. He's that comedian who did whose shit is that? The guy, the like stand-up comedian. Ah, shit, the guy.
There are a lot of the guy.
Really,
you can go too low and die.
Burnham. Make
Bo
happy.
Burnham, yeah.
There's this like great GIF on Tumblr, and it's like somebody's like, "I love you, Bo Burnham," and he's like, "That's called a parasocial interaction. You don't really love me. You don't actually know me, but thanks. I appreciate the sentiment." And it's like just this weird like sort of immediate response, like like this like it's weird, and these like relationships that people forge with people they don't know is fundamentally a weird part of life, and it can be problematic. And I don't know, it's kind of interesting to me because I've totally been on the receiving end of that, or been the receiving end of that rather, like not being on the receiving end really, but like I don't know, it's something that like I sort of wanted to talk about for a while.
Yeah, hero worship to us is surprisingly low.
I can't imagine why. I'm a piece of shit. I mean, like, no, that actually has happened. That's one of the reasons why I left New Grand. I will tell the story because this is me. Like, actual evidence of Linden Davis being a piece of shit person, and I'm like not like comfortable in myself, but I'm definitely like at this point ready to sort of talk about this.
Since you're the one coming forward about it, I'd say it's a bit better than having the shit dug up for you.
Like, yeah, I mean, like this is my milkshake attack moment. But like, before this channel was this channel was my personal channel with a bunch of shit videos that I made on Newgrounds. As good. Thank you everybody clicking on this because you watched my Pac-Man Jizzballs cartoon. we actually wrote a script for a new Pac-Man with Orla voicing Miss Pac-Man. So that's fucking amazing. Like a guy on Newgrounds chat approached me, and like I was really nice to somebody on Newgrounds chat, and everybody mistook that for me being a nice person when it was actually just like a complete fluke because I'm secretly a piece of shit and didn't have any agency or like anything. Being like irresponsibly like high on the internet and being just a piece of shit essentially. But like somebody was like, "Can you be in one of my videos? I'm making an animation," and they sent me the script and it seemed like a legit like script. And so I was like, "This is weird. Why is this person doing this? What a goon! I don't understand what's happening." Like, and I was like, I'm not a voice actor." And they're like, "No, I've like heard your voice before. You'd actually be really great if you'd be in my animation." And I was like, haha, and then I got really high and did a video where I did like a dramatical reading and was like obviously like just an insane person and like ripped the shit out of this person, then posted it on YouTube, posted it on the New chat. They got like 10 views max, but like totally probably shredded this person's ego. And obviously, needless to say, I wasn't in their cartoon, which is a shame because I'd love to have done that. And I can't believe I like fucking compromised that opportunity by just being a piece of shit and not knowing how to handle somebody being nice and like asking for an honest like thing. And like that's one of the main reasons. I mean, like it gets worse. Like my Newgrounds repertoire towards the end was like absolutely just being the shittiest person in the world. And like it's irreconcilably linked up to my like mental break of the year 2016 as well, because I like have an annual mental break, and that one was absolutely the worst for everyone involved because I mean that was D&D, crying, there was like horrible shit all over, all year. It was like absolutely painful.
Yeah, 20, most people agree that 2016 wasn't exactly great.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. Fucking Robin Williams, David Bowie, fuck the world, like fuck 2016 man.
It's 2 years old. It was 2 years ago. We have to let go. But I can't.
I'm not letting go. No, 2016 was such a bad year.
But I can still get some meme points from it.
I don't know. I mean,
so
like,
I should be taking this more seriously, but I don't know how to handle emotional seriousness, so I just deflect everything with humor.
I mean, like, the amount of, like, weird shit that we go through as, like, a friendship group as well. Like, we have a lot of drama, and the way that it always invariably comes out is, like...
One person leaves forever.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, like, in terms of, like, our, like, you know, like, friendship group of, like, 6 or 7 people that's been the same since, like, you know, 2009.
Yeah, like some fucking It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia shit, where we just never leave because we're all too familiar to each other. Well,
like we're really good friends and we've been through a lot of shit, but at the same time, we've like whenever anybody like has like drama or issues, they do it through the lens of art because we're like a creative group, and Loon Attic is not really meant to be butt fuck video games, like because it's for the most part meant to be us like, you know, making new content, exploring ourselves and exploring our reach and stuff. So we do have more content coming, and like, you know, sooner or later we'll put our fingers out and stop playing Mighty Bomb Jack on Miniclip.
You know,
like
this has been a really good, really real episode.
Yeah.
Fucking
That's
Next time on Loon Attic, we'll
Yeah,
do
let's-
some more.
Yeah, like sorry for the weird episode, everybody. Sorry, like I mean.
Hey, no worries.
sorry
I
to
mean,
everyone involved who
these
I met
these
in
kinds of things are, you know,
2016 and beyond. And like,
we can't give the fans too much.
yeah, or like, oh, you're talking about nobody wants to watch fucking Kirby's Adventure with like Matt and Linden being the worst person in the world.
And me just being like, oh, yeah, here's a joke to lighten the mood.